What's up, guys? I am Great Fairy Carrie, and for today's video I'm doing something that is super helpful, I think at least, and that is the 10 easy ways that you guys can be making bells right now in order to pay off your loan, in order to pay off, well, anything you really need. Before I get into it, guys, be sure to check out the description box down below. I have all of my social medias down there, including my Twitch, where I stream Animal Crossing and other Nintendo games and sometimes Fortnite. So be sure to check that out. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome Animal Crossing content, and enjoy the video. Alright guys, tip number 1. You know when you're on the island and you see a tarantula and you're like, oh no, and you like try to run away because they can get you goodies. If you catch that tarantula, first, give your first one. Very important. But after you give the first one to the museum, catch as many tarantulas as you can, because you can sell these bad boys to Timmy and Tommy for 8,000 bells, which is crazy. Like, that is a ton of bells. Something that spawns very often on your island and on the deserted islands you go visit with your Nook Miles. But if you want even more bells and you're able to, wait a little while, if you save them until Flick comes into your town, you can sell the tarantulas to him for 12,000 bells a piece. Just imagine if you had a full inventory, you could make like 300,000 bells, which is crazy. That would pay off your home loan like that. Bell making tip number 2 is that foreign fruit sells for a lot. You know, when you're in your town, you're like, I need some money, and you shake down your own trees for fruit and you sell them, and you're like, you don't get the most. But if you shake down your trees, travel to a friend's island and sell your fruit there, you're going to make a lot more. Also, if your friend's willing to give you some of their fruit, you can go back and sell it on your island, and since it's a foreign fruit, it'll be worth more. You can also take a few of those and plant some trees. That way you have foreign fruit growing on your island for easy access so that you can sell them every day. And you can have a whole orchard, which is going to make you a boatload. If you don't have any friends to play Animal Crossing New Horizons with, you can also travel to islands with the Nook Miles points. And most of the time you will get an island that has your own fruit, but kind of rarely, I guess, you get a foreign fruit on the island. Like, my fruit is oranges. I was able to get cherries on maybe like my 5th Nook Miles island I went to. So it's not super rare, but it's just not something you're gonna have every single time. But no trip to a Nook Miles island is wasted though, because you can also always get super good resources. Number 3, this one is probably my favorite one just because I think this was the most fun, and that is enjoy the freebies on your island. So there are a few like freebie ways to get bells on your island that are super fun. Every single day, a money rock will spawn on your island. It changes day to day, so just be sure you don't break all of your rocks. I'm sure one would still pop up if you did. But if you hit the money rock, you're gonna notice that a bell pops out and you're gonna be like, whoa, money out of the rock. But do not stop there. If you hit the rock multiple times, you will get continued money coming out of the rock until you're out of spaces for the money to spawn out to, which is really awesome. The only thing to be careful about is that if you miss when you're trying to hit the rock, because after you hit the rock, it does shift your character back a little bit, it will stop spawning money coming out of the rock. So I would suggest digging some holes at the space behind you. That way you can't be pushed back too much when you're trying to hit the rock. Another good freebie on the island is when you're shaking down random trees, every now and then a bell will pop out, which is good, like 100 bells or however many may pop off. Another one that is super fun, and I do every single day, is that the little shining spot on your island that appears in a different spot every day, if you dig that up, you get a bell bag, which seems like awesome free money. But if you don't keep the bells right then, go into your inventory. Do not cover up the hole, because the hole's like gold and shiny. Keep the hole like that. Go to the inventory, click on the bell bag, and there's going to be an option to bury it or plant. And once you plant it in the little shining hole, you're going to see a little tree sprout. If you let the tree grow, it's going to grow into a bell tree, and there's going to be 3 bags of money. Depending on how many bells are buried in there, you're going to get 3 times that in, I think it takes 3 days for the tree to grow. So it's a pretty awesome way to make money. Also, the bell trees look super cute. I love the bell trees on my island. I'm trying to use them as like more decoration instead of like a money-making tool. But if you do need bells, it's a really awesome way to make them. And the last freebie is the one that I think could actually make you the most money, and that is the little balloons you see floating around your village every now and then. In New Leaf, there were always balloon furniture that would fall off of them when you shot it down with the little slingshot. But in New Horizons, they gave us lots of awesome goodies. So sometimes you'll get an item, a clothing item, and sometimes you will get bells. I've gotten like 5,000 bells, but when I was streaming, I think 2 days ago, I had 30,000 bells fall out of the balloon and I hit it with my slingshot, which is amazing. That is so much just for walking around your town and shooting your slingshot one time. Bell making tip number 4. So when you go talk to Timmy and Tommy, once you do have the Nook's Cranny Shop open, so you will need to be sure that you have that open before you do this tip, you talk to them and you can ask them what is the hot item of the day. And that is an item that you can craft in the little workshop, and if you sell that, you get a lot more money than you regularly would for it. But that's a great way to make money. If you can mass produce a bunch of those, you're going to fill up your bank account so quick. So I definitely recommend doing this. And it's usually items that aren't even that difficult to create. It's usually items that your island already has everything that you need to craft them. So it's a really easy and fun way to make money because you get to craft and talk to Tommy, and I just like it. Tip number 5. This is a little bit of a shorter tip, but I know everyone's islands have tons of weeds, at least in the beginning they do. And when you're grabbing all the weeds, you can sell them to Timmy and Tommy for I think like 10 bells a pop. But if before you sell them to them, you craft it into anything really that uses weeds to craft in your little workbench, you can sell those weeds for so much more. You can double or even triple the amount that you would have gotten for just selling the straight up weeds if you make the little like leaf umbrellas or anything that you can craft with them. Once you sell them to Timmy and Tommy, you're going to have a much larger payback for those. Number 6, this is not really a do, but this is a don't, and that is do not use the drop box at night if you are trying to make the most bells. I would suggest putting items in storage or even leaving them like in a room in your house that's not heavily decorated yet, just because if you put items in the box, 20% of the money that you would have been receiving if you just straight up sold them during the day is going to go to Timmy and Tommy, and you are only going to get 80% of what that item is worth. Number 7 is one that I kind of already touched on, and that is the Nook Miles Islands. A lot of times when you go to a Nook Miles Island, it seems like just a mini version of your island, which is pretty fun and neat to explore as it is. Every now and then you will get a rare island that has like rare flowers, rare fruits, you can get bamboo, you can get lots of different stuff, and so it's really awesome to go to the Nook Miles Island. You can explore, take a little break from your town, and you can also rack up on a lot of resources and possibly even rare items. Also, on every single Nook Miles Island, and it has the little like Nook leaf that means there's an item, and it like falls down, it's like woo, and then you pick it up and there's an item. It happens sometimes in your town. Well, every single one of the Nook Miles Islands will have one of those, so be sure you shake all of the trees because you can sell that item for a lot, or you can just keep it and furnish your house with it. Tip number 8 is probably the one that I am doing the most right now, and that is to do your research on what is selling for a lot that spawns frequently in your town. So that could be a bug or that could be a fish. And pretty much what this means is, I use this a lot in New Leaf. There was like a golden beetle that would spawn a lot on the island in New Leaf. And one night I just went and I got the beetles for like 2 hours and I made like 1,000,000 bells. It was absolutely insane. So on your island, if you take note of what you see spawning frequently and you sell them individually to Timmy and Tommy just so you can see how much they're worth, and you find one that's worth a lot, so you continue to look for that. Right now I'm doing that with the Emperor Butterfly. They are worth 4,000 bells each, and they spawn very frequently on the second layer of my island where the flowers are, so I am able to get a ton of those, and that fills up my pockets very quickly. I wasn't even looking for them when I was streaming last night, and I think I got like 6 within like 15 minutes. So if you do the math on that, 6 times 4,000, like that definitely helped me pay off my loan. And number 9, we're getting towards the end here, guys, and that is do not forget about your turnips. Jones sold turnips in previous games, but in New Horizons, we are getting Daisy May, her lovely, adorable granddaughter. And every Sunday morning, she's going to be waddling around your town with some turnips on her head, ready to sell to you. And I would suggest if it's a lower price for the turnips, I would say maybe like $90 to like $97. Just buy a whole bunch, and you need to hold on to those and wait a few days. Ask Timmy and Tommy every single day what the price is for turnips, and once the price gets to be a good bit more than what you bought them for, go ahead and sell all of them to them, and you will have a huge return in your investment. Be careful though, because after a few days the turnips will rot. If you guys want a full video on the best way to use turnips and make the most money back and how to be sure your turnips don't rot, I would love to do that for you guys, so just let me know. And the last tip, tip number 10, which I actually did not know about until I was doing some research for this video. I got like all 9 of the tips and I was like, I want a really good one for tip 10. What should I do? And I was like, oh, sell fossils you don't need. I was like, no, like everyone already knows that. And so I found this. I had no idea. And that is you can exchange your Nook Miles for bells. Pretty much when you go to redeem your Nook Miles, you get a little bell voucher. And it's 500 Nook Miles. And the bell voucher is for 3,000 bells. And you take it to Timmy and Tommy and you get your 3,000 bells. Now, I know I like to save up my Nook Miles because I love to go to the islands. I want to get all the hairstyles, and I want to get just so many different things that the Nook Miles program has to offer. So I'm not sure how often I will be using this. Maybe if I just really needed that 3,000 bells for something, I would. But other than that, I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people get tons and tons of Nook Miles and like more than they know what to do with. I think I have a little over 10,000 Nook Miles sitting in there right now. One of my friends has over 20,000. It's crazy. So if you just have like way too many Nook Miles, you don't know what to do with them, that'd probably be a good option for you. But alrighty guys, this was my 10 easy ways to make bells quickly on Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hope this helps you guys out with your gameplay, especially if you're new to the series. I'm also going to be making a beginner's guide to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So if you guys want to share your favorite ways to make bells down below in the comment section, I would love to see what you guys do. And also any tips for beginners, throw that down there too. It never hurts to help everybody out. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video if anything helped you, or if you just like Animal Crossing New Horizons, and subscribe for more Animal Crossing New Horizons and Nintendo stuff. And have a good one.